Feels like spring. I got a t-shirt on and turkeys are probably starting to gobble and you think spring's just around the corner. But hold on, look at that forecast. In a few days, temperatures here at the proving grounds are gonna drop down into the low 20s. So today's a perfect day to do a little frost seeding. Most folks are like Grant and I, we get really excited when it comes food plot season. We want to get our seed in the ground, get something growing really early, get that forage available for deer, maybe even turkeys, and start getting some growth to help suppress those weeds. Whether you're planting clover or going to be planting a warm season blend, timing is critical. With that warm season blend, most of those crop species, those seeds need a stable 60 degrees. So we are far from being able to plant our green cover summer release. However, right now is perfect for frost seeding our frost seed release. That's because temperatures are warm. A lot of these clover need a minimum of 30 degrees to germinate. We get these warm temperatures, starts raising that soil temperature, but we've got 1 or 2 big hard frost likely ahead of us. Like I mentioned, it's going to dip down in the 20s. It's going to help freeze, start that freeze-thaw, which we'll talk about more. Now, some folks may have gotten too excited and planted a little early. If you planted a couple weeks ago when there was a snow on the ground or early mid-February, that may have been a little too early, may have jumped the gun. That seed could have started germinating if the conditions are right. You know, clover seed, it's a hard, small seed, gets great seed soil contact. It could germinate a week or 2, and we get that hard freeze. Well, those young seedlings are real tender, got a lot of moisture in those stems. They freeze, bust those cells, and the result is a failed crop. If you're planting clover, you're better off waiting, like we have, until there's 1, maybe 2 hard freezes left. In addition to that, we have a lot of soil moisture. You can see out here, there's some standing puddles in some places. Had a recent rain. That soil's nice and moist. As we get that freeze, we're gonna have more of that contracting soil, heaving and hawing as it freeze-thaw, freeze-thaw. That moist soil really helps get those really big poles, and that's perfect conditions for that clover seed to make great soil contact. If that soil's hard and dry, even though you have a freeze and thaw, it's probably not gonna really open up and close near as much as it is if that soil's moist. So that can reduce that seed to soil contact. So moist soil, having 1 or 2 frosts left, kind of ensure we have enough time to make great soil contact, get germination, and by the time that young seedling is up, out of the ground, the temperatures are hopefully nice and stable, and it can just blow up, providing tons of forage for critters.
Growing Deer is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Also by Green Cover Food Plots, Winchester, PH Outdoors, Black Widow Bows, Moultrie, Steel, Fleet Outdoor Apparel, Morel Targets, Fourth Arrow, Soil Pro Outdoors, Scorpion Venom Archery, Case IH Tractors, Burris Optics, and Redneck Hunting Blinds.
We recently shared a video of how we use annual clovers in our fall blend. They've already been established. They're starting to grow and providing forage right now for critters. But in a couple areas, we're going to go ahead and frost seed with this goal in mind. Like this area right behind me. It's bare. Here in a few weeks, that sun's going to be beating down on it. It's going to get hot and dry. We're going to kill microbes that are in there. So rather than just leaving it bare, letting weeds come up this summer, we're going to go in now, broadcast a little clover in there, get it up and growing, help establish a root system, create some great soil structure while providing high quality forage for critters. And on top of that, if we've got a nice stand of clover, it can hang on a few weeks, even a few months into early summer, and that helps keep that area under control where weeds don't come up, make seed, and reestablish and take over this area with some nasty weeds. Clover is just one tool in our tool bag. At this site, we have a specific mission. We're not just planting one type of clover, we actually have several different types of clover and chicory in the blend. So we're getting a lot of benefits having those blends, but we don't want clover planted in all the food plot acres here at the proving grounds. We're going to be planting a warm season crop. If we had clover in all the acres, come summer, when it gets hot and dry, clover would let us down. It's going to burn up, weeds are going to establish, there's not going to be any food for critters, they may leave the property. We want those critters on the property, so we need to have palatable forage during the growing season. Clover may do really well if you're further up north where those summers aren't, hot and dry, you get a little more moisture, cooler temps, shorter growing season, clover can be a great option. It can also be an option for meeting specific needs like this site or touching up along road beds, anything like that. Having it in your tool bag is a great way to still get clover on the property and ensure you have plenty of acres of food for critters. Here's a little tip for you. Zigzag those areas you're broadcasting. Whether you're planting clover, doing a hidey hole food plot, go north and south and east and west. That's going to ensure you've got great coverage, and hopefully it won't be long before we see a little green showing and critters are pouring in to feed. Broadcasting seed like we are today reminds me of an old story about a farmer who was throwing seed and seed fell on exposed soil, rocky soil, thorny soil, and not all those seeds took hold and grew. Well, I hope you slow down this week and listen to the Creator, to the seeds of wisdom and of life that He is throwing in front of you. I pray that you receive those words and that those seeds start growing and placing roots in your heart so you can learn more about the Creator and ultimately His Son, Jesus Christ. Thanks for watching Growing Deer.